Howdy everybody, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a Minecraft PvP texture pack review. We're going to be going over 5 texture packs, and for each one of them, we're going to go into a private world so I can show you a little bit of what it looks like, and then we're going to do one game of Skywars inside of each texture pack. If you guys like any of these texture packs that you see in the video, make sure to use the link in the description to download it and smack the like button while you're there. Skyline by Emma. And as you can see, this is a very clean texture pack. The swords are a little bit smaller than they otherwise would be. Your bow is nice and clean, and when you charge up the bow, you actually get a charging animation that tells you how close to the charge you are using colors. Now this is a nice addition to the visual representation, and I really like it. If I put it to nighttime, as you can see, you have an absolutely beautiful nighttime sky. Amazing. This looks so good. And when we go full-blown daytime, it's a very bright, beautiful sky with a nice rainbow up in the top. Like mentioned earlier, we're going to jump into a Skywars game, and we're going to check out what it looks like inside of a real match. Already, you can see the wood looks very nice, actually. I kind of like that extra grain that's been added to the wood. There is some preservation to the regular Minecraft look, except some blocks look a bit more grainy and some of them look a little bit more altered in a cartoonish, kind of flat textured style. Pretty much full. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this. Gone. I have some pet peeves about this texture pack, that being that there isn't a super consistent overall feel to the map. Some of the textures look very flat, and some of the textures look very grainy. Some of them look grainy and some of them look smooth. So you kind of get like a harsh then smooth feeling, and it would be a little bit better in my opinion if it was either all smooth or all grainy. The next texture pack we're going to be looking at is RKYfault by Keno. Off the bat, this is much different than the texture pack we just looked at. For example, chests I believe are using the default texture, which is not too bad either. Wool is very close, if not the same as the default texture. It's kind of not that big of a change. Water remains fairly the same, except for these armor. The armor definitely is a bit more detailed. They changed the look of that. Our sky also has a rainbow during the day, and all of these texture packs are 16x, by the way, 16 pixels. So if you want a slightly more detailed, slightly altered version of the Minecraft texture pack, then this is going to be a great option for you. I recommend checking it out. Link in the description. Across the whole thing, I'm not getting a lot of smooth and a lot of jaggy. It is consistent throughout, which is what I do like to see. Now, I do like that the ores, depending on what you're playing, the ores are outlined, which could be a plus or a minus for you. They're much easier to see. The grass is fairly similar to vanilla. The third texture pack that we're going to be looking at is Cool Fade. I actually really like this based on first impressions. You have these cool rainbow red and blue faded tools. You got your sword, your pickaxe, and your axe. The sword is a short sword. You have your ender pearls and your diamond. Between the ender pearl and the diamond, it is a little bit hard to distinguish them. With all of these being the same color, I feel like if you were in a game trying to distinguish between something and you're hotkeying, or you're trying to find something, it might be a little bit more difficult. This bow also has the charge animation with the colors, except it's going to be a fade from blue to red, which is okay. Here's what your wool looks like. It looks a little more knitted than the first texture pack we looked at, and here is all of your armor. Straight off the bat, I am liking this texture pack quite a lot. If you're looking at all the stone looks really nice. A little bit cartoony, but that's okay because it fits with the style of this texture pack. It stays consistent. Jumping straight into this map, I'm just going to rush this kid because I can. I'm going to pop the swiftness and do some parkour and miss my jump. The next texture pack I'm going to be looking at is the War 16X texture pack. Now, as you can see, this one is quite similar in terms of armor and wool to some of our other ones. In fact, I think that they actually use some of the same textures, except water is definitely a lot brighter, so it's easier to see, and these particles are much cleaner to look at. I much prefer these. They're much more enjoyable. Looking around at the sky, it's actually a very gray sky, especially when looking in that direction. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I am definitely going to be keeping it on this orange. This one is so nice. Chests are default texture, but looking at our hotbar here, the golden apple is fairly flat textured, just like the rest of these. Some of you guys may actually like that. Some of you might not, though. Let's look at the bow. All right, no charge animation for the bow. The bow is a lot cleaner. I like the particle effects on them, though. The particle effects on them are nice diamonds. I'm gonna charge, and there you go. So dropping into the Skywars map, the trees look fairly similar to vanilla. Chests are the vanilla texture. Grass has a slightly better texture than vanilla in my opinion. Stone also looks fairly nice, but grabbing some of the armor here, I'm gonna drop down. There's not enough resources here. Again, as you can see, just like a lot of our other texture packs that we've looked at so far, our ores are outlined with their colors respectively. Gentleman is gonna come over here with TNT, and he fell off the map. That's very nice. And the last but not least texture pack is going to be Sandman. Wow. Okay, this is something. I just got blasted by color. Whoa, look at these. Okay, so you got purple for diamond. Everything is purple. The axe is a double axe blade. That is kind of cool. Here's the bow. You're not going to get any charge animation. It's going to be nice and black. It seems the theme is super saturated. Horns on the armor, black and purple. Looking at the water, they did some heavy editing compared to the other ones on the water. And when you're inside, default water particles. The dirt actually looks pretty nice. The green is extremely saturated though. Ooh, okay, so looking at the dirts are super prominent. They've definitely changed quite a bit. Looking at the sand and the sandstone, that looks fairly close to vanilla. It is a little altered, so it's going to look a little bit cleaner in my opinion. Chest textures, as you can see right here, are going to be the same, so nothing to scuff over there. And these ores are very different. They're very abrupt, super easy to spot. There is that knitted wool that I was talking about earlier. You can see right there. It actually looks really nice and orange. Some white wool right there as well. It definitely mixes a little bit of a cartoony feel with a little bit of a more of a modded style from the content creator here, from the texture pack creator. Some TNT right there and other people that are going to come to fight me, but I don't care. I'm just going to fight this guy anyway because he's going to go down just like that. Purple fire. This one is definitely one of my favorites. So that was all 5 texture packs that you can use for Bedwars, Skywars, whatever you feel like. Links in the description. Hit the like button if you use any of these texture packs, and give me a comment down below your favorite one. If you want me to do more of these, just let me know and I'll consider it. I'll see you in the next one.